A pillow popped up.
What's up? What's up? Welcome to Philly Uncensored Sports Podcast. You catch us on Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, and the Instagram.
Twitter. you just instantly turned like 80 years old. The Instagram.
I was messing with my brother-in-law. I told him I was going to say that. But here we are after a pretty much decisive Sixers victory, coming off of back-to-back nights. We played last night too. Then time going by so fast and short, I can't remember. But stop. Hold on. Stop. But coming off a pretty decisive victory over OKC, it should have been a decisive victory. Joel Embiid comes out, plays very impressive from the jump. I think he had 21 the first half, something like that.
First half.
Yeah, the first half he came out, strong. Ended with 27. I mean, the second half wasn't as good as the first half, obviously. But I mean, honestly, we didn't need him to the second half for the most part, really. I mean, it was pretty much a solid team win. I mean, it was kind of what I expected. I'm not too hyped off the win because OKC is a bad team. They're in tank mode. So, I mean, we should have won the game. I'll say that. We should have won the game. I did like the way Embiid came out from the jump. Tim, man, we're going to get on that too because Tim Bull Korkmaz went off a little bit, Tim. I mean, you still got that same energy. I know you were doing a lot of Korkmaz hating. What you got to say for yourself today, player?
Okay. He did what he's supposed to. He did exactly what he's supposed to have done. You play against a team that is terrible, that are in tank mode, that nobody on that team will be on the squad in the next 2 years, not one player. So what did he do? He did what he's supposed to have done. But we know that's not what's going to really happen in real life. But he did the right thing today. So I have no hate on Korkmaz.
You feel the same way about Ben?
Say it again.
You feel the same way about Ben?
I like what I saw from Ben today. Because this was a practice game. So in practice, then you do things that you usually don't do in regular games. So he took a couple shots. He actually took the ball and he actually made elbow jumpers. He did it twice. I wish he'd done it more, but he did do it twice. That was progress compared to the previous 50 games this year.
Yeah, I got mixed feelings about that.
Why?
Well, for one, because I do agree with you. It seemed like Doc was trying to use this game to get Bulls' confidence back. Like even with Seth, it seemed like they was trying to force Seth. Like when Seth got it, and they was like, shoot it, shoot your shot. That's your shot. Shoot it. So it seemed like he was trying to get their confidence back.
Yeah.
And I did like that Ben shot them shots, but it irked me a little bit too because it's like, come on, it's OKC, bro. Like we could have used that in a couple other games. Like if you want, like now you want to be out here experiment in practice.
No,
and then come out and shoot that in the game.
This is where you experiment. That.
No, it ain't. It ain't where you experiment. You practice and then you.
This game right here is the game that you experiment in.
I will say that real quick though. I will say this because he didn't have Tobias, so he came out and played aggressive early on. But I'm still not. Show me that on Monday or Wednesday of next week, and I might be impressed.
He played aggressive with 13 points. Listen, that's not real. This is an aberration, however you say it, a mirage. Food stamps is fake. It's not real. It's not real money. You will not see that again for the rest of the year. This is a dismal team that Ben started off trying to do whatever he could to score the basket. It didn't go quite great, but he got the basket. He ended with 13 points. It's something he won't do again. This is a terrible team. I felt Embiid probably shouldn't even play. He said his knee was tweaked. Why even play? We would have beat this team without Joel Embiid.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
They not a good team. This is not.
Yeah, they may not be. Let's not act like Joel Embiid didn't still score.
Mike Scott had 13 points.
Joel Embiid scored 27 points. So let's not act like we could have just benched Bede and we was just gonna walk.
We could have. No, we could have.
Not with Tobias not playing.
We would have won.
Okay.
Cork would have won for 40.
Okay.
And man, I mean, I agree a lot with everybody. I mean, like I said, I'm not even expecting that from Ben. Like the elbow jumper was cute. Yeah, that's what's up. I mean, we saw it early in the year. He did it within the first week or two, and then we didn't see it again for like 2 months. So is that what we going to see again? I mean, give me 10 games straight of seeing at least eight out of 10 you shooting the elbow jumper, and then I'll be convinced that some progress is really being made. I'm not calling it progress till I see it consistently. Honestly,
I agree.
Tim could call it what he want to call it. I just call it him throwing an elbow jumper in there finally, and he going to take another 10 to 15 games for us to see it again. So, I mean, it was a win. I'm glad. I mean, like I said, Steph was shot better. He's 5 for 11. It's good to see him get out the 0 for 7 joint that he was on yesterday. So, I mean, he ended with what, 13 or something like that, 11 points. I mean, this is what I expect. I want Steph to be, like I said, 13 to 15 point range, but I'll take 11 in the blowout. I'm cool with that. But it's good to see him back stroking the low.
Seth and Ben both led the team with the plus minuses. Ben was 22, Seth was 20, and Embiid was 19. So
I do want to see Seth do a little better from 3. That 1 for 5. I'm not.
And this is my concern as well, because overall the team shot 31% from 3-point land, which is bad. This is not going to work against any of the premier teams that we're going to go up against in the playoffs. If anything, I would like for us to have been around the 37, 38 percent mark today. So if I had to do a negative, I'm not. For the most part, this game was just it was what it was.
Right.
But as far as 3-point shooting, could have been better, should have been better. And it relies on your boy Seth again. I don't know what's going on with him, but he needs to step it up.
That's not no more.
You know what else? You know who's a mystery to me? I just can't figure out what he thinks.
Matisse.
Yeah, the offensive game. Like, you played 27 minutes and you took 2 shots. I mean, I guess everybody else was clicking, but this felt like a game where you could have tried to get a little more involved offensively. You know, try to attack the basket, try to practice something. I want to see a little more. The defensively is a stud. I just want to see him try to progress a little more offensively. You see it in spurts, but I would like to see him try to.
But I think he does. To your point, I think he does. If you look, like, he'll jack shots up. It's not like Ben who's afraid to shoot. Like, Thibault will shoot the shots. They don't make it. I mean,
he only took 2 shots.
Tonight. But I'm saying in other games, we've seen games where Thibault will get the ball, he'll jack it up, he'll shoot it. So I think tonight just was a matter of, I think it looked like it was a matter of them trying to focus on just settling down, playing playing defense the right way. Because last night their defense looked atrocious as the young man Zion just went through him like shredded cheese, like Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
So I think they was trying to focus on their rotations and play defense, and it looked like somebody said. I think Ephraim said it was like, or Tim said it was a practice. Yeah. This game looked like a practice.
They had reps out there and they practiced, but as far as Thibault,
so a scrimmage. It was a scrimmage.
It was a good scrimmage. But Thibault had 3 steals, 2 blocks. Defensively, he was wonderful in this game. So it's more so we just want to see him do more offensively.
Hey Tim, real quick. So it's what Thibault had what? How many steals?
3 steals.
Was that good?
That's pretty decent.
Korkmaz had 5.
I can't complain about y'all not gonna hear me complain about Korkmaz today. Korkmaz did exactly what you want him to do against an inferior talented squad. He did that. It's just that when we go against the real,
and Cork had a block. He had 5 steals in the block.
I have no for
MVP. Cork was MVP.
See, this is one of them games where I don't want to get. I want to keep even kill. You don't want to get too high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh man, look what he did. Look what he did. He did this. He did that. And it was like a practice game.
Yeah, I agree.
So, you know, let's keep it easy. Let's not be like, oh, he's going. This is projected what he's going to be from now on.
Let's
relax.
Are you looking at Tim when you say that? Because Tim wants to talk about Ben turning the corner, and
that's
great.
What I'm talking about.
Nobody said Ben turned the corner.
Delusional. Ben Simmons.
I enjoyed the fact that he shot 2 jump shots.
Listen, Tim.
I correct that. I want to say delusional fans that think Ben Simmons is all of a sudden going to turn into Steph Curry or James Harden.
First of all, he ain't even do it for a
been.
whole game. He ain't even do it for a whole game. So I'm not. Now, I agree with what Ephraim said. If you show me a consistent set, like if you consistently shooting those shots, like if you come in for the next 10 games, like Ephraim said, and you're shooting this turnaround jumper or in pull-up jumper and all that, even if it's off some, but if you're shooting that, then it's a difference. That's taking a step up. But I'm not going off of no one game one half when he was doing that. So
I'll have to agree. I have to get my man, I think his name was Larry Pound in the comment, who said Ben is out here playing basketball.
That was funny.
That was a classic line.
That's the comment of the day. That is hilarious.
It was.
Sure was.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see going forward. Like I mean, maybe maybe he used this game, like Wayne was saying, as a motivating tool, a mental check for these dudes to start working on certain facets of their game, particularly Ben. Maybe he's using this game for that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure he has to see that this team, our success hinges upon a lot of what Ben Simmons brings to the table. I mean, we clearly see that if Joel Embiid right now has a bad game, Tobias is the only real, and Seth is so up and down. Danny Green is going to give you 9, which is cool, but you need somebody else to help out Tobias. Like Ethan was saying, Tobias the other night, they have nobody to help. So if you get now Ben in some type of offensive mindset, or just at least one facet of an offensive game, nobody's obviously expecting to pull out a whole bunch of barrage of moves at this
right.
point. But at least this one set shot where he could kind of hit semi-consistently, that'll lead to our success, and maybe Doc is trying to do that. So we'll see.
It was good to see. I mean, but keep in mind, I'm looking at OKC starting 5 and also like the next 3. I don't know any of these people. They won't be in the league probably by the end of the.
They might be in the league. They wasn't terrible.
They're not a good.
Who you talking about?
They're purposely tanking. They got these
OKC.
people on a roster.
I mean, the one boy. This was his first game back in like 16 games. He actually was playing decent.
And they had Tony Bradley.
His name was Blaze in the. I know.
Now Tony Bradley is a very good backup.
He actually played. What he had? 16 tonight.
I thought Tony Bradley. Yeah, I think he's going to be a good starter in this league.
Doc actually said he would like to coach him again. I know they regret trading for him. George Hill better come.
He better come correct.
Let me ask y'all something. I know Joel Embiid dominated, but was he playing a different style than we seen him playing the whole first half of the season? Was just me?
He was practicing his shot.
What you mean? What you mean by that?
He kind of stayed on out. He's kind of stayed on the outside a lot of this game.
It was practice. It was all he was doing, trying to get his shot.
You think it was trying to keep some weight off that knee too?
No, I honestly though, I think he, for real, I thought Embiid actually kind of been playing like that all season. Like he been shooting that mid range more. That's what's been killing. He been killing on the mid range, shooting over top of balls. True. So you know what I'm saying. It seemed like he was doing that like a lot this season. So I mean, I guess it look a little bit different now because the last game we just seen him had to try to buddy down because the boy Steve Adams was bodying him up. So, but against everybody else, it seemed like that's what he's been doing, like just shooting over smaller guys.
He still throw too many pump fakes for me. I've been saying this for a while. It's saying here had an open look and he'll pump fake himself into getting defended, and it's like just make a quicker decision. I either pass it or shoot it. Like all the extra pump faking to me, I think is. I'm not gonna say hurting his game because obviously he averaging 30 or close to 30 points a game. So I guess it'd be kind of off for me to say it's hurting his game, but I do think it can add if he just throws it when it's unnecessary.
But sometimes that's just like, even from like, I'll put it like in the football terms, right? Like when you as a receiver, sometimes you do extra fakes and stuff, like even though you don't, but you do it to keep the ball on their toes. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that could be something to it. I'm just saying, like if you throw, if you throw that pump fake, even that, so now it's like anytime you go in the shoot motion, they can't just jump at it and try to defend it. Like they got to keep it in their mind. You might be pump faking and driving on them.
That's true, but sometimes he throw it like he be open, and it's with a mid-range shot, and it's like shoot it, and he just throw a pump fake, and I'm like, I saw him do it about 2 or 3 times tonight. I'm like, why you just shoot the ball? Yeah, for one, I'm just saying shoot the ball because you can shoot the mid-range, and it ain't like he need the pump fake a dude to get a dude off their feet. So he got to drive past him and get closer. Like,
that's probably what in his mind is. He want to drive to the basket. You know, sometimes you come down, you got to set in your mind, like you thinking in your mind, like I'm going to the basket this joint. So you want to get, even though the boy ain't cooperating with you because but you trying to get him off his feet.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I mean, I ain't trying to nitpick. He had a good game. I can't hate on Joel. I mean, it was way better than it was the other night. So I mean,
Mike Scott. Listen,
I say the same thing Mike Scott say with everybody else. It was against a trash team. He came in, he hit a couple shots.
Maybe
listen, I hope, like Tim said about Ben Simmons, he's turning the corner. I hope Mike Scott is turning the corner.
When did I say that Ben was turning the corner? I did not say he was turning the corner. All I said was I like what I saw. Dang.
No, for real though. I'm so irritated with Mike Scott because I know that at the beginning of last year he was shooting like that, and if Mike Scott could play like this on a consistent basis on those kind of minutes and coming in off the bench and doing that, that'd be a world of difference for us.
Yeah,
I think it felt more like B. Maybe I just felt that way about B because it didn't feel like a dominant 27. You know what I mean?
Because it was easy.
Yeah.
But he also didn't. How much of the fourth quarter did he play though? Like Bede only played what? How many minutes he played? 20 something.
Yeah, did he even come?
He had like 26 or 27.
Yeah, he played 27 minutes.
I mean, the first half it felt like kind of dominant. He was, like I say, he had 21. He wasn't missing nothing the first half. He was stroking.
He shot 10 for 17 and 7 for 9 from the foul line.
The first half he was like 10 for 12 and 10 for no, not 10. It was like 8 for 12. So he only missed like 2 or 3 shots in the first half. He was stroking very nicely. But second half, like I said, I mean, we was up. He ain't played that much the fourth. So
let me ask y'all something, right? Because I know I'm not trying to hype the boy up. First of all, it's a couple of young boys that I wouldn't mind getting a little more burn in certain times, like games like this. One is Paul Reed. I thought, but I guess it's hard. But I guess it's kind of hard to put him in there for more because like Ethan said, Mike Scott was balling. So if Mike Scott is hitting and he's playing decent, I guess Doc, like I said, he wanted his confidence built up too because that's who's going to be in the rotation. But I like the boy Tucker. The boy Tucker seemed like he bring energy every time he played. Like I know I think he only shot like 1 for 1 or something like that. But he only had 1 for 1, but he active on the boards. I just like his style of play. I don't know, maybe him and Reed don't know the playbook or nothing yet, but I like their energy.
No, I like it's like we always get these high energy dudes who we end up letting it go to somebody else and then they become a real good high energy bull. What's his name?
Grant. Like Grant.
Was it Jeremy Grant? I was always a huge fan of Jeremy Grant. High energy, jumping out the buildings, swatting anything that he contested any shot came to the rim. He was always active. Sure enough, we let him go to OKC. He turns the corner in there, then he goes to Denver. And right now. So I mean, I don't know. I like you said, sometimes you see dudes and you're like, well, why don't this dude get more clock? Like he's showing a little bit of potential. Like to me, Mike Scott is. I know I was not see. Let me go back. I never really campaigned for Mike Scott. Wayne tries to make it look like me, Ethan, campaign for Mike Scott. All we were saying was, if you
y'all was saying Toby was trash and put Mike Scott in.
We said
I said trade Toby and put Mike Scott in that starting spot.
So okay, so let me continue on that since he ain't gonna let me finish my point. But Mike Scott at this point, honestly. He's replaceable. He's very easy. If you find somebody else who's young and bringing it, like try him, they might end up being better than what Mike Scott giving you. So, I mean, we'll see. I know coaching is hard is because it's a mental game too. Like you don't want to completely shut a dude down because you lose him mentally. I think that's what happened, honestly, with Maxey a little bit. Like Maxey was balling, then all of a sudden Cork started coming back. He's had to get Cork minutes, and then Maxey lost minutes. And now when Maxey come back, sometimes he look a little lost out there. So it's like, dang, dude, he was looking so nice early on, but it's mental. It's a lot of mental process with playing basketball and feeling confident in your game. So we'll see what happens.
What y'all think about the guy we picked up yesterday off of as our?
He's a 10-year.
Was that the guy that came in and hit the one shot today?
No, he didn't
play today.
Oh, he didn't play today. Who was the dude that came in and just shot the 1 3-pointer from the corner or something?
This dude, a 10-year journeyman that Tim's all excited about.
I think he could compete with Mike Scott.
You know who I'm falling out of love with? Shake. Like, what's going on with Shake, man? He gotta tighten it up.
Well, he's averaging like 13 points a game. I know I was expecting more from Shake this year. I was expecting him to be like a Lou Will. But I mean, and in certain games, he looked like he got it, but then it's something missing with his game, man. It's something missing with his game.
This is Shake last 5 games, starting today, working back. 12, 9, 6, 14, 14. I don't like that.
Didn't he have like a 28-point game or something?
27.
Yeah. So when he started playing the better teams, his numbers dropped.
Oh, he's 27. Then after 20, this is last 10 games. After the 27, 10, 16, 12, 13.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. If he's averaging 16 points a game as the first guy off the bench, I'm not mad at that.
13.
But I know, but that's what I'm saying. He's averaging
field goal percentage.
45.
It's not bad.
Which isn't bad.
I mean, no. Listen, Shake's not horrible, but I know I did. I had big hopes for Shake.
I did too.
I had big hopes for Shake.
I had Lou Will type hopes for him.
I did too.
I think we all agreed we wanted him to be more like Lou Will.
But Lou Will ain't become Lou
like
Will.
Lou Ross.
How many years Shake got in the league?
No. Listen, I agree with that though, Ephraim. I agree with that about how many years he's been in the league though. But that's what I'm saying. I was expecting him to be that this year though. But that's what sometimes that's why I was saying the same thing. Like when we was talking about the guys under 25. Like you look at a lot of guys now, since these guys come out so early, don't develop until later on. You know what I'm saying? So like Tobias ain't become Tobias till like 2 years ago. What he like 28 now? So he's like 26 when he really started hooping.
That's true.
I'm just thinking of the fact we need him to be Lou Will this year to win a chip.
Yeah.
Or I mean, either that or Steph Curry to be Steph Curry from the first 10 games.
You need or Steph Curry to be Steph Curry. Can they like?
I'll take Steph Curry from the first 12 games or something over what we looking at now.
What y'all think?
One good thing that came out of all of this is that we are in first place right now in our division with the Nets losing in LA today. We're back in first place, even though we have the same record. We are in first place. So now,
Kyrie got ejected.
He probably did it on purpose. He
got double tech. Him and Schroeder got double technicals and thrown out. He played like 19 minutes or something. He got thrown out.
Lou Will ain't start averaging 14 points into his 5th year in the league. His first year, he 1 point. Next year, 4 points. Next year, 11 points. Next year, 12 points. And next year, 14 points. So, I mean, he didn't get up till the higher 15 until 2014, and that was like 8 years into his career. So I mean, I know.
I mean, the first few years, Lou Will wasn't coming off. Lou Will wasn't the sixth man like that though. Remember the first few years he was with the Sixers, and he was coming in like behind Willie Green and all them. So it wasn't like Lou Will wasn't.
He was Maxey. He was Maxey.
Yeah, he was. Lou Will was like Maxey his first few years.
That's true. I mean, I give you that. I mean, we'll see. We'll see with Shake. I mean, 45%. That's not bad field goal percentage.
I'm not giving up on Shake. I'm just saying I was expecting him the way he finished off last year. I was expecting him to pick up on that and to be that dude.
He started strong this year, though. He started strong.
No motor. I want somebody like a strong motor to play a little bit above the rim, like a young boy that's jumping over. To me, his game is a little lazy. But
I mean, or you might call it smooth. You got that little. Smooth.
I want no smooth. No.
Lou Will game smooth.
Yeah. Lou Will ain't all up over nobody at the rim.
He ain't Lou Will though.
Not yet. Will wasn't Lou Will at this point in his career.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
This is a wrap. We done for the day.
By the way, Steph Curry, as they up right now by 12. He has 33 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. That's y'all.
Who they playing?
What?
They're playing Houston Rockets.
Oh my God!
Oh, the biggest tanking team in the league.
Them in OKC.
Them in OKC.
I'm about to say the same thing. Yeah, we just OKC. So we just beat one, and they about to beat one.
Yeah, but we wasn't bigging up our men's stats on this game. We wasn't bigging up Embiid's 27.
Tim, you wasn't? Tim, you didn't big up Ben?
Oh, he did. Ben, yeah.
I didn't big up Ben. I said.
So wait, is Steph still playing, or is he sitting out the fourth quarter?
I hope he plays so he can drop 40.
No,
listen, do Seth and Steph look enough alike that if they both cut their hair off?
No.
What you saying? Like if they get knocked out, if Golden State get knocked?
No.
No. They don't. I'm trying to figure out like with you brothers, like what do y'all talk about as regard like NBA brothers? Like, do y'all like when you see your brother go 0 for 7? What do you say to him at that point?
Oh, it depends. If you feel like he's down, you probably like, no, bro, like keep on shooting, do your thing. But if it was a matter of like y'all get ready to play 1-on-1 in the backcourt, like, boy, I'm about to light you up. You shooting. You know, Seth Curry went 0 for 3 games this season where he scored no points.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's unacceptable.
As a starting 2 guard, you scored no points for 3 games in the season.
Like, do your dad call you, be like, yo, you disgracing the name, the family? Because the Curry name that right now,
they'll probably like.
Dell and a mom, they both started like,
yo. But listen, let's be real. Is Doc Rivers in a tough situation with Curry?
No, because he wouldn't even let his own son play. He like, listen, and his son he
got his son paid.
He had a chance to get his son this year.
No, but hold on. Before his son left the Clippers, his son got signed to that huge contract. He got his son paid.
And then when he wanted to come here, you don't want that kind of problem. That's what he told.
Because he already got set. That would be too much of a problem. You got
that's too much family.
And your son.
And that's why I think
both of them want to start.
I think you make the right decision. If it means to sit his son-in-law, he's just sitting his son-in-law.
He's not sitting his son-in-law.
I said,
first, his daughter not going to talk to him.
No, but not even just that. Remember, he brought him in here, so it's like he caped for him to come in here to be this shooter.
His daughter talked to him,
but this what I'm saying to the organization. Doc is the one that brought him in. You know, Doc is the one that brought him in here and was saying he's gonna give him the starter spot.
If Doc could leave his wife, he could leave his son-in-law.
It's not his son-in-law. It's his daughter.
Listen,
okay.
He is
his daddy's little girl, bro. Come on, you got 2 girls. You know how I go. Tim a sucker, because you know good and well. Tim will probably be like, I ain't gonna let nobody get my baby get.
Yeah, exactly.
That's different though. They are my baby.
Listen, he's in a tough situation. I agree with either way. That's a very tough situation, bro. You mean to tell me that you think he could just like heartlessly just bench this dude and not have no thought process into this is my son-in-law, this is my daughter's husband. When we sit down at the family dinner, this boy gonna be looking at me sideways and all that kind of stuff. My daughter might be mad and all the personal conversations they got. No, but it was your dad's fault. And
his confidence already down. So now you're gonna compile it and sit him on a bench.
Yeah,
like that's why he put him in the night and was like, shoot, that's your shot, shoot.
Benching him can mess up their marriage.
That's true.
So and meanwhile he'll get fired from his job.
You upset. You go home, you snap on your wife because you mad because your wife pop benched you. So you taking out on her. Like, come on, man. People's
feelings you gotta hurt as the head coach. At this point, he don't care.
But they ain't family.
They not family. That don't come to your dinner table. When you cut Korkmaz, let's say he cut Korkmaz at 10 Korkmaz about what's the dude he just cut and he got mad at Doc. What was the dude?
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about the I know you're talking about the boy, the boy with the beard. Yeah.
And Doc got salty and they asked Doc about it, and Doc was like, what he kind of was like, I don't think about that concept.
Doc been playing in the league he's been around the league, either playing or coaching for the last 40 years. He don't even know his kids. But he don't care. He ain't been around them.
He probably get to see him. He probably only get to see him like on the holidays.
So why he worrying about it now?
Because now he don't get to see the grandbabies on Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it hit different. You're right. It hit different when it end up at your dinner table.
He's not at the dinner table. He's on the road.
He will be.
They're all in Philly now.
When summer vacation time come and Pop want to see them grandbabies, it's like, no, he ain't going over his house.
He gonna bench them too.
He gonna bet, yeah, right? Like he don't care about his kids. So what he gonna care about his grandkids?
Anyway, we'll be back here on Monday after the game where we're going up against Dallas. This is a rematch because remember Ben had locked down Luka last time they played. So Luka probably got something to prove on Monday night. So this should be a good matchup.
And Dallas playing for a spot in the playoffs. So
So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
We're just coming.
We'll be
Oh yeah, hold. Before we cut off, I just want to say, man, listen, we all appreciate all the love being shown in the comments and everything else.
Absolutely.
Everybody that come on and say that they appreciate what we do. Like, we have fun doing what we do, but we also want to make it fun for y'all. So we definitely appreciate the love that y'all been showing us.
Truth.
All right, we out.
Peace.